So it's been a couple days. Actually, it's been a little bit since I've gotten on. It's probably been since I had to go take my emergency trip to New Hampshire. So I am being told that I am one, oh my God. I still don't know how to do a screen share, so I can't really do it. But I was sent this picture of, like, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a tattoo on the back, a really, really, really horrible tattoo on the back of an arm. And uh, it has my son's initials. And I kind of don't want to post it because my son is 17. So I don't really want to put it on my thing. But just on the off chance that it is my son, I'm really not going to. But I might try to find a way to just at least cut the picture to show the tattoo. But the tattoo has my son's initials on it. Um, let's see. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on, let's see. But there's more to this picture. But right there, I don't know if I can get it better, but it says, you can see the A, but it says um, B, A, and then G. So that's my son's initials. I'm not going to tell you his name, but anyways, and I'm being told that they're being sex trafficked. So this is a picture. That's my daughter, but that picture was sent to me, and I was told it was my children, both of them. Now, mind you, like I said, the picture's a bit. I mean, it's the picture you can tell was taken with intent to show you something weird is going on. But if you flip the picture upside down, it's like a cross and like what looks like tombs underneath it or something. I don't really know what it is, but anyways, so the update is that today is it's 9:10, and it's Wednesday, August 7th. Sorry, it's 8/7, um, or August 7th. Um, so we're gonna go back to this whole thing, and this is one of those repeated things. So I'm being told that my mom is disappearing on Friday. My mom's birthday is on Tuesday of next week, but I'm told that when her friend, um, so my mom has a friend that she traveled with after high school. Like she went to Pennsylvania and she did some other stuff from here to Pennsylvania, or from New Hampshire to Pennsylvania. And along the way, they both met men and they both got pregnant and they both had kids. But she had a kid with this man, and I'm going to say his name because right now he's sick in the hospital supposedly. But I've also okay. Hold on. So let me rephrase this. So not only was I told that my son is being raped here, and that when they went to Norway or Belgium or I don't know where they went somewhere. Um, all of so there's my daughter, she's the oldest. She's 21. And then there's their cousin, who is younger than my daughter, but older than my son, who is in the same grade as my son. So she also graduated this year in the same school at the same graduation that I went to when I went to New Hampshire. And so she graduated, and my son graduated, and their grandmother took them overseas on some like Norwegian cruise or something. Like I don't know where they went. But so what I'm being told is that they never went back to New Hampshire, that they came straight here, and that right now my daughter is somewhere in Sturgis being raped in Sturgis. Um, that they, um, uh, that my son's here being raped here, and that this dude Kip, I'm going to say his name, and I'm only saying this. Somehow he's going to close down all of the AAs, all of the NAs, and I'm not going to be allowed to attend because of me trying to report my rape, which has now escalated into my children being raped. So I'm putting this on there because I'm time stamping this. So again, today is 8/7/2024, and it is 9:12 p.m. And I'm being told that when he passes away, because he's also going to die on Friday, that my mother and her friend and her two kids, plus my brother, plus him, and a bunch of other people are all disappearing on Friday. I don't know where they're going on Friday, but they're just disappearing. So this is just what I'm being told, because he is able to. He's like the person that everybody listens to. So I'm guessing that this, like, me being raped has to go around him somehow. His kids did move away when I was younger. Like, they were from Colorado as well. I believe that they were both born here, but we weren't good enough friends. And he was a lot older than me. Like, he graduated high school my first year in New Hampshire, which was 97, 98. So he graduated like 98 or 96, 98, and he graduated 97. I don't know, one of the two. But he graduated like my very first year at the high school that I went to in New Hampshire. And so him and I were very, like, there was not the age is too far apart. I didn't really communicate with too many people. Although, speaking of that, there was one person who was 21 who was flirting with me. I've had an issue with some people. Like, there's two particular ones with me being super young. Like, there was one out here, this guy Nathan. I was 12 or 11 or 12, and he was 21. And nothing happened, but it's just the idea that he was like, he slept in a tent with me. No, again, nothing happened. There was no, as far as I know, but I could, something could have happened. But to the best of my knowledge, nothing happened. And then there was this guy, Joe, in New Hampshire, who was also 21 when I was like 13, 14. And I don't know. There's this thing going on. Like I said, I was raped as a kid, and I am finding out more and more that there's a lot of the people that were in my life that came into my life multiple times, but I just didn't recognize them, because it was like, you don't think of, especially as a child, you don't think of seeing somebody like in Colorado, like especially if you haven't seen him for years, that you're gonna, like, that's that person. Like, there's been times I've like, there was this kid in high school in New Hampshire. His name was Josiah, and I swear I knew him from somewhere, but I don't know where I know him from. But I'm pretty sure that I knew him from out here in Colorado, but I'm not sure. But I'm also pretty sure that he dated this chick named Big Jess back in elementary school out here, but she wasn't in New Hampshire out there. But I'm pretty sure that that's the same dude, but I don't know. But I don't know. So anyways, there's a couple of people throughout my life that I've noticed that have come in my life a couple times. And anyways, so back to this whole thing. So my mother started a new job. And like, I think on here, there's one of these videos on here that has me and my mom talking about the fact that, like, my mom didn't get therapy from me and my brother. There's some traumatic stuff that happened. And either she was embarrassed or ashamed or didn't know how to handle something. So as a mother, there's a point in time when I have a suspicion that something happened, and I can't ask my daughter about it. I'm not going to prompt her. I'm not going to go tell her or say, did this happen? I have to literally sit back and wait. I can't force anything. I can't ask her anything. Like, I can't, it's out of my hands. There's nothing I can do until she decides that she wants to say something. And this is real. And I can't even, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can say. I have to just sit there and wait. Like, I can't do anything. But then I'm told, so after Friday, I'm told that I am going to be basically blacklisted, because, so anyways, I wanted to sign up for the TSRA softball, the board members. And at first the meeting was yesterday, and then they moved it to next Tuesday. But I've also been threatened more in the past 3 days that, one, I'm going to be arrested, 2, that my mom is going to disappear, and 3, that I'm going to be homeless and I'm going to be blacklisted. And that not only when I get arrested, I'm not going to be able to get any way to get out of jail. I'm going to be locked up. I'm going to be treated like shit. I'm going to be all this, like all this stuff. And so these are just some of the threats I've been getting, all the way down to like, which I mean, in my mind, I'm trying to come forward. I'm trying to press these rape charges. So this is just them trying to detour me from making these, like making the reports and going through with everything, because they're criminals. Obviously, they're trying to threaten me, but all the way down to them telling me like I have federal warrants. Now, mind you, I don't do anything wrong. I literally go to work. I come home. I do the meetings that I need to do for my sober living, and then I hang out at home. I don't even like. I thought about it earlier. I don't. We have this thing where we have to take pictures of our chores at night, and I don't even have the time. Like this, I'm taking time off from doing. Like I have something else I really need to be doing, but I needed to do this like 4 days ago, and I didn't do it, and I need to do this every day. I know that it's on YouTube, but it's better to have it on YouTube and have it somewhere, because then I can tell if somebody's hacked me and what's going on a little bit more that way. But I have to make sure that I do this every night, as well as do some other stuff. But the paperwork is a lot more important than what I'm doing right now. But anyways, I'm told that when this gentleman dies, that I'm not going to be, I'm not even going to be let into stores here locally. Like the whole community is just going to shut me down. But I'm going to have to go to jail. And then when I go to jail, they're going to treat me like shit. Mind you, some of the other stuff I've been told is that in Denver and Adams County, that my daughter was taken into those jails and raped. I've heard that my daughter was raped at the local truck stop in Aurora. I've heard that my son has been left outside of businesses with no blankets, no nothing outside, just outside. I've heard that anytime that I ever, like if somebody does something for me, like takes me out to eat or takes me somewhere or does anything that involves any sort of money, that my kids are who pays my bill. Now, mind you, I'm not allowed to talk to my children. Like their stepmother does not let me speak to them. She's gotten in their heads and she's done. So I don't know what the fuck she's done. I can't even imagine. Because as I have suspicions that my mother, like I said, either knew, or participated in in me being molested as a child. And I still would not wish my mother homeless. Part of me doesn't even want to. I mean, I want her to pay for it. Like, and I mean, not necessarily financially. I mean, like jail time. But she's my mother, and I don't necessarily want to see her in jail.